Ever since I was a foal, my fathers and the centaurs of Sotiri would tell me stories about the stars, that they were magic and made from the gods who made the gods, the elders, beings of great wisdom, ingenuity, and power. They were considered fairy tales, myths, that they didn't exist, or, if they did, they were long, long gone. But I always wanted to hear about them and learn more anyway, even into adulthood. It was a desire that filled my whole being, something I needed, like how the sea needs the moon. I never believed for a second I would see an elder shard, let alone hold one, but I did. Its power filled me with strength and skill, flooding every part of mine and my companions' beings as we killed a god. We killed a god. Pirate Queen, Sea Hag, the mother of krakens, the great unbeheld, Eula Saltsmile. But the power was fleeting, temporary. It was gone as soon as it arrived, and once again I felt empty. But this time, I realized I was empty, that something was missing, that I was lost. Now I know and recognize that I was just foam drifting on the waves, a yearning that I had my whole life that I never knew about returned, and with it, a voice, calling, one whose words I cannot hear, nor am I able to respond to, no matter how hard I try.
Hey! Hi! I don't have time for this. No offense, very busy. Hand me that red flask. The one on the left. Your other left. Oh, it's Winnie, sea scavenger extraordinaire. Shouldn't she be scavenging? Yes, I should. But no, there's things out there. Star things. Powerful things. World-changing things that need to be investigated. There's something... Jeffrey, don't eat that. Something I know I knew. There's so much I don't remember, don't know. I have to relearn it, but how? So, I'm here, experimenting, trying not to set the ship on fire. I don't even know what I'm looking for, exactly. Can a star be created? Can you get close to making a star? How do you reverse engineer the biggest magical object you've ever come across when you don't even have it anymore? See, I'm really good at the questions, but all I'm finding so far are more of them and no answers. Well, and a potion that makes you, really strong. That's not what I wanted. Hey, do you... No, Jeffrey, don't eat that!
After so many years under Eula's thumb and having my whole life determined for me, being told what was right and what was wrong, having no one else but her, I'm finally free. Or so I thought. It was never redemption that I yearned for. No, someone like me could never do enough to make up for all the bad I've done in the name of a fake idol. All I've ever wanted was to be desired, and in my search for it, I betrayed the one who made me. I betrayed her for the thing that she feared most, and I tore her and her kingdom down. Now, it's all I can feel. It's hunger, a constant reminder of what lurks just below the surface. Its name occurs across my skin, ever present, ever threatening. I led it here. I fed it power, and it wants more. It craves the power that only the gods wield, and it will destroy me to get it. So, I'll just have to destroy it first.
Everyone lives their lives bound by what they accept as correct and true. That is how they define their reality. But what does it mean to be correct or true? those are merely vague concepts. Their reality may be all a mirage. I was an arbiter of a zealot Triton tribe, the Nalos. I was true to my traditions until I found my reality was a mirage, an illusion to subjugate my people and gain power for an evil demigod. Now I have been touched by darkness and broken by a false oath. Tell me where I should go now. To the left, where nothing is right, or to the right, where nothing is left? I turn to the shadow, for that is the only place for a monster like me. I am the ghost of the Tritons. I am the darkness of the Nalos. I am the unholy warrior of the seas. I am the Shadow Knight, Proximus.
Waves crash on the beach of an endless sea. In them you hear a voice, a beckoning lure you have heard so many times before. It is the song of the horizon. She calls to you. She sings of endless wonders and untold horrors, of golden promises and dire warnings, and you know her song. It has always been there. Listen, can you hear it? The wind is in your favor, the tide is rising, the sea is yours for the taking, and your ship awaits. Fair winds and following seas, brave mariner. May fortune find you when the horizon calls.
Ahoy and welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Horizon's Call. Great to have you here. Great to see you here. Great for you to be back. Great for us to be back. Horizon's Call is a homebrew nautical campaign set in the oceanic world of Damaris right here on Sword and Key. My name is Derek Sword, even though there might be another person who looks just like me on stream tonight. But I will be your guiding compass as we navigate these treacherous seas. That is to say that I'll be your GM for this game. But before we set sail, once again, I'm going to have these lovely people introduce themselves, say a little bit about, what they do, who they're playing, all that kind of stuff. So, Mare, if you wouldn't mind starting us off.
Hello, I am Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and today I am playing Acacia, your soul knife rogue who just got in a knife fight with an ex-friend.
Sure did, yeah. I can't remember who goes next. Mikyl? I don't have it pulled up.
That's usually it. Hi,
Yeah.
fam. I'm Mikyl. He, him, and I am playing Proximus, Shadow Knight, your Triton Paladin Sorcerer.
Thank you, Mikyl. And as always, thanks to Mikyl for our incredible character art, which you can see next to the characters. You can also see some of it on our new fancy-ass battle map. We're not doing battle map. We've never done battle maps before. It's our first battle map. It's my first battle map. First in Theater of the Mind.
Other you.
Kaila, introduce yourself.
Impromptu Horizon's Call drinking game. Every time Derek says battle map, just take a drink. But hi, hello. I'm Kaila, she, her. Don't let the beard confuse you. I play Scarlet Shores, your murder mermaid. Derek's twin today.
Yes, happy Halloween, everybody. Eva, darling, if you don't mind rounding us out here.
Hi, hello, I am Eva, she, her. I am the other half of Sword and Key. Today I am playing your sea elf, artificer, alchemist, Winnie.
Absolutely. So we have my doppelganger. We have a Lady Dimitrescu. We have a sailor who's already lost his tricorn hat, and then Mare, who is cozy as all get out.
I'm cosplaying as a functional human person.
Hey, most of us can't do that on any given day. So by all means, that's the scariest costume I've ever seen. Like I said, everybody, my name's Derek Sword. My costume today is barely a costume, but hey, Geeky Jerseys at one time sold a Dungeons and Dragons hockey jersey, and I love it, and it's comfy and it's warm. So that's what we're doing tonight. Okay, so before we get into our recap, I want to address something else here because, yeah, one last thing before we begin. You, the audience member, can also be a part of this game. You can impact through direct donations, in a number of ways, which you can definitely see in the chat. You can provide crits and advantages. You can also provide something called a black spot to me, the GM. A black spot is a complication, so basically something that the players are already doing gets harder. It makes the dire stakes even more dire. Yeah, details of all that, like I said, are in the chat. And should you choose to support us in any way, we absolutely appreciate it. If you do it directly through Twitch, that's great. We're very, very grateful. That benefits the channel directly. However, we highly, super duper encourage you to donate through our pally.gg. Again, in chat. By donating through Pally, we get a bigger cut of it, and it also gets distributed evenly between our players and anybody we had working for production. So it better helps to support them. So these are phenomenal people. They're phenomenal actors. They're phenomenal players. By donating through Pally, you get to show your appreciation directly, more than you would if you were going through Twitch. I totally get, bits, subscriptions, all that kind of stuff is fantastic. But if you've got a couple extra bucks sitting around and you're looking to support Sword and Key, definitely need to think about supporting the people that make Sword and Key what it is, which are the players themselves as well. I think that's really it. So with all that said, the music is making things seem more hopeful than they are, but Eva, I will let you take care of the recap, and we'll pick up from there.
What fool volunteered me for the recap? I would like to know.
Darling.
Yeah. Oh, dang it. I was worried that was the answer.
Yeah, hoisted by your own petard.
Oh, every time.
We need to stop leaving those petards around.
They're a hazard. I believe we left off. Well, no, I know where we left off. We started last session, more or less with a lunch, I think we could say. It was a delicious lunch. And, during it, there was a bit of, when you make a joke, but it's also kind of serious. So there was like we could join the, Eve Walkers. That would be fine, right? And Acacia's dear sweet father, Darius, was like, okay, bet, try it. So there was a fun little game about, if you could steal cutlery out of his jacket without him noticing. It doesn't mean you're in. It just means, there's a little nod of approval. And Acacia was like, yeah, okay, let's up the skill level on this. And if you can steal one from me, double bonus points. Winnie loves points, so that was her mission for the entire session. Acacia's mission for the entire session was to, I don't know, justice, I guess, on an old friend of hers, Panveer. I don't really know what that was about, but a whole bunch of scary and also scary hot people showed up. And there was a little bit of a trial, I guess you could say. Scarlet was feeling better, which was good, because it's very sad when Scarlet doesn't feel well. She gets a little cranky. And sometimes she's, got a little bit of a sharp tongue, even when she's feeling good. So it was good to see her feeling better. She still had a sharp tongue, but at least it was like a friendly sharp tongue. She has a thing about tongues, so it's kind of on my mind. Proximus got his present. I got him a little plant to take care of. And our ship is coming along. I think there's maybe still some work that needs doing, but it's been like a week, I think. Someone really should have checked on it. I don't think we checked on it. It's fine. Anyway, Acacia kind of beat the heck out of Panveer. It was really great and scary. But then we had some visitors, some hill giants who I don't remember kind of being in this area of Cora or Soteria or particularly friendly. They kind of are coming in at the north of the square, and then there's a bunch of Sahuagin at the south of the square, and they don't look particularly happy to see us either. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, like I said, this music is belittling the danger that you all are in. Let's get some combat music. Okay, so to describe the situation that you all are in, you're in the town square of Cora. You are surrounded on all sides by buildings. There are 4 main roads that kind of intercross at an X. It is otherwise a hexagonal kind of town square. So at the center you have Acacia, you can see on the map here, who is faced off against Panveer, who is right here. You have the Hand, these 5 members of the table just to the north of them. You have the statue that I described of the 2 individuals, the man and the woman, both extending their arms out with the flowers around them. Townspeople all surrounding to watch the trial. To the north, where Proximus is, right up here, you can see that there are shield giants, hill giants, fully armored with shields that are coming in on both sides. Proximus has only noticed the ones closest to him. To the south, down here where Scarlet is, you can see that there are Sahuagin as well as something that Scarlet and Proximus and Winnie would definitely recognize. Weresharks are invading as well. And similarly on the opposite side, though I'm not sure anybody has necessarily noticed that, the townspeople have began to notice and have begun to run and scream, and it is going to very quickly devolve into utter chaos. Speaking
of chaos, I hate to interrupt this super fun description. You've just been gifted a black spot.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is this from Mitch?
Yeah. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch. I will
but
cherish
also,
it.
Yeah.
Cherish it very briefly until I use it very, very quickly. I should also note that Panveer has lost their right eye, I believe. Yes. So Panveer has been severely injured, and Acacia is also poisoned and damaged as well. With all of that, and that is a lot, we're going to jump right into it. Let's roll for initiative. All right, do I have anybody above a 20?
21.
21 for Scarlet. Okay. Okay. What is that? 19 to 16?
I have a 19.
19 for Winnie. All right. 15 to 13?
15.
15 for
And
Acacia.
Proximus got a 13.
Okay. Proxy with a 13. Okay. And that should wrap everybody up. Okay. Scarlet, it is your turn. You were surrounded by, like I said, the beginnings of utter chaos. It's kind of like that slow motion where everybody's starting to turn and see what this chaos is, when people are first starting to smell that burning smell and everybody's rushing for the door. What would you like to do?
It's very clear that these people are not friendly. Correct.
Oh, no. Weapons
clear.
out. This is an invade. These are running towards you with weapons.
Yeah,
and there's already blood on those weapons that you can see.
Oh, neat. Cool. We're gonna do what warlocks do best. Sockwagon or Wereshark is the real question. And the fact that my character sheet and the Roll20 are on 2 different tabs. I should have planned better.
I can always move your character as well. But
no, you're fine.
Too many digital things.
Too many digital things. Where's my paper stuff? Yeah.
We'll get a home game and have a battle map here.
I think I'm gonna try to do Eldritch Blast towards the 2 Weresharks and take them out first.
Okay.
So let's see. Well, one's a 10.
Okay.
And one's
an
an
18.
Hit.
The 18 will hit.
Okay. Oh god, it's been so long. So the 1 Wereshark will get 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
And as a bonus action, I would like to summon my Tentacle of the Deep.
Okay. Yeah.
I can put it within 60 feet of me, so I would like to put it in between me and the wall of attackers.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a tentacle here to plop down.
I can draw it.
You might have to. We'll see what comes up from because I don't have anything fancy on Roll20. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and draw a tentacle?
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. Because otherwise, it's gonna look very early 2000s, very deviant art. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That is it.
Perfect. All right. So with this invading horde, which I should mention, that the Sahuagin and the Weresharks that are on the screen there are just the ones you can see. There are more behind them. This is absolutely an invading force that you can kind of tell has come from the at least the dock area, and it's probably come out of the water. Lovely tentacle. Oh God. Great. It is the giant's turn. And they are going to keep moving forward here. And with this thief that they have encountered, this member of the Eve Walkers, the giants are going to absolutely just try to slam this guy. So, what is out here? One of the giants will run up. And they're going to, they have, one of them has a spear, the other one has this massive warhammer forged from like this steel and stone. So this one here is going to run up and slam this guy. This guy is going to go flying into this building. He is actually off the map now. They have absolutely taken out one of these guards, and has absolutely decimated the foundations of this building. You can kind of see this hole where this person has just kind of gone through. The other giant is going to move his way kind of into melee range here, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of consideration towards who's getting swung at. These giants seem to be swinging at townsfolk left and right, and you can see that several townsfolk are getting killed or at least maimed by this. People are absolutely fleeing, and there's things are getting nasty really quick. Winnie, it is your turn.
Winnie would like to reach into her little pouch. Drinking an elixir is a bonus action?
I consider it one. Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to take my elixir thing. And I had the... There we go. D6. I roll it or you roll it?
Yeah, I think you roll it.
Okay. 5 is... Okay, great. I have flight now for 10 minutes. Love that for me. Flying speed of 10 feet. Not what I was expecting. So it goes. The other thing she would like to do is cast... This is such a bad idea. I don't think I need to move in front of the weresharks and Sahuagin coming in from the southeast, the other side of the tentacle. I would like to cast a flaming sphere as close to the middle of that road as possible.
Okay.
As far away from any villagers as possible.
What is your range on...
60 feet.
60 feet? So I think you should be able to do that.
Oh,
yeah, you can cast it like right around here. I will also note that there is a member of the Eve Walkers who is right here as well, who you will likely hit should you cast it there.
Those folk that are in their seats are still in their seats?
They're starting to get up at the townsfolk as they have not had their turn.
Ugh. That's so rude. Then I'm going to move closer. I think.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Absolutely do that.
That should be within my range. And I don't want to mess up the map, but that should give me enough room to drop that 5-foot sphere into the middle of these goons and not get the Eve Walker.
Okay. Let me see. I should be able to. Let's see here. That's pretty close to a flaming spear. Why not? Okay, it's 5 feet.
Diameter, yes. Circular.
Right here, or did you want it?
Let's go to one to the left.
One to the left. Okay.
Because the Eve Walker is fighting the wereshark, right?
The wereshark is basically they have engaged. They have not either one yet had a turn.
Yes.
Okay. So who all takes damage from that?
It is just a any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw, and then they take damage on failed or successful. So.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Perfect. It is the Eve Walker's turns. And let's see, one of them still has, it's the second group of giants' turn. Let's get back to my map here. The second group of giants, this one here is going to spear this Eve Walker directly through and take him out. The other one, again, is going to engage with townsfolk. So again, you seem to be kind of collapsing inside, and it's not just that they're swinging wildly. They have these large shields that they are planting down almost as this artificial wall that they're creating this blockade where people can't really seem to go, and townsfolk those that have been looking to run north have started to turn and are collapsing in on themselves as they go to move south, and those who are moving south have begun to turn to move north, and it's becoming this roiling hurricane, this torrent of human bodies who can't figure out where to go. With that, it is, the thieves' turns. So, this Master Thief right here, let's see, what do these guys have? They are going to fire with their short bows. So, let's see what we got here. So they've got a +7, and Guardian Giants have an AC of 19. All right, that is not going to hit. That will hit. That will hit. Well, then times 3. Okay, so we'll say 6 attacks land, and just to make this easier for everybody, and the Giants are going to take. Giants are going to take 42 points of damage, plus. What is that? 42 plus. Bad at math. Okay, so in total, 60 points of damage is going to be directed at one of the hill giants. Back to my map. There we go. Okay, so they're all targeting this one here. So they've kind of grouped up to fire their bows. The members of the hand have started to gather their things and have begun to kind of circle up and defend themselves, but have not engaged with anyone properly. They're kind of using the statue as this last stand area that they can circle up and protect their backs at least. Okay, so we have and there we go. Cool. With that, it is Acacia's turn. So Acacia, you still are technically facing off against Panveer in this this kind of squared off area in front of the Eve Walker hand. Panveer is looking incredibly injured at this point. You have just taken his eye, and he is looking with his one remaining eye. There's a panic. There's an absolute fear and rage, and just you can like see 1,000 emotions going over Panveer's face. The half that isn't covered by his hand, and this pouring blood, and none of the emotions are good. What would you like to do?
With the impending attack from the Nereon army, what does it look like Panveer, Darius, and Curia are about to do?
This will be free action. Go ahead and roll for insight.
Insight is going to be... that is only a 10.
Okay. Darius and Curio have both reached for their weapons. You know, they were in their formal attire. They at least had their knives on them, but there's a panic, and they are looking to you. Their eyes are kind of locked on you as they were during this fight. Panveer is looking at you, but also the eyes are darting elsewhere. This is like a cornered animal. They are ready to lash out, or they're ready to run. This is absolute fight or flight for them.
Cool. So in that case, and another question.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to have the opportunity at the beginning or end of my turn to try and shake off the poison?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Am I going to have the opportunity to shake off poison condition?
Yes. Yeah, you can roll a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay, end of the turn. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm going to turn my music down just a little bit here.
So in that case, I begin to move, and I'm actually going to move and run past Panveer and leap over him. He's not a concern to me anymore.
Okay.
And I do not look at him as I do so. In that case, I'll reach into my bag, produce an oil flask, and chuck it in that direction of the bottom right corner.
Okay. Panveer does not take an opportunity attack on you.
Cool.
And go ahead and I guess roll a ranged attack. It's ranged improvised.
I'm at disadvantage because of the poison condition.
Correct.
Which is... that is going to be a 9 plus, I think, 5. Because I'm not
proficient in improvise. So that's
So 14, yeah, a 14 will at least land where you want it to, because it's an AoE sort of deal. So go ahead and describe what the oil flask does for me.
Yeah, so no, it's just a flask of oil that I'm throwing at the people who are about to catch fire.
Okay, so you're basically throwing it, to better ignite. Yes,
Yeah,
a bit of accelerant.
absolutely.
Fair enough. Okay, so they will all have disadvantage on their dexterity saving throws when they kind of move through this flaming sphere area.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'd also like to throw one of my psychic blades at them, please. Just whoever's closest, whoever looks like who's going to take the bruntest of the fire.
Yeah, technically closest is going to be that were shark to the right here. They might not actually get hit by the fire, so it might be a good idea to hit them first.
Okay, so that's going to be 19 at disadvantage.
19 will hit.
And that is going to be 9 psychic damage.
9 psychic damage. Okay.
And I am done.
All right. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That is... Oh, shit. I got a 19 and a 20 on the die.
You have shaken off that poison. Very well done. So you no longer have the poisoned condition. Great. It is the Sahuagin turn. They are all going to kind of act in concert, as monsters typically will when they are grouped together. So we are going to have them all use their spear attacks. So let's see here. We'll just try to average this out here, because I have a whole bunch of Sahuagin. So average between that. This thief is absolutely out. This thief is absolutely out. Didn't get to their turns. We hardly knew them. Okay, so they're going to continue moving forward. They have speed of 30 feet. We are going to try to measure this out here. Nope, not what I wanted. I want to measure. You're just not going to do what I want you to? There you go. Okay, so what does 30 feet look like? Just about Acacia. The Sahuagin aren't going to move. They're again, it's not targeted. They're not directly coming after any of you. A few of them, actually, as they're moving through, are going after townsfolk. A few of them here, a few of them here. You are getting several who are just passing through the fire because, again, they don't have anywhere else to go. But Acacia, from where you're seeing, it's like splashes of blood, especially where the were sharks are coming through. They are biting indiscriminately. And you also have Sahuagin who are seemingly knocking over these carts, these tables behind them. Some of them even seem to be, because there's a lot of like fish in this area, seem to be almost feasting. Acacia, because you rolled a 10 on insight before, I'll actually give you this because I think this is just kind of fun. This Sahuagin right here, this shark that was laid out, they seem to almost be like mourning it in a way. But with that, we're going to move over to the other Sahuagin here. So, Scarlet, what does your tentacle do? Is it like if they move towards it, they get attacked?
Not necessarily. It just hangs out.
Okay.
When you create or move the tentacle, you can make a melee spell attack against one creature within 10 feet.
Okay.
On a hit, it takes 2d8 cold damage.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna the tentacle at least is they're going to start engaging with it. Does the tentacle have hit points?
It does not say on my character sheet.
Then we'll say that it does.
It is a spectral tentacle.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, Scarlet, you are going to take, at least because you have placed the tentacle here and because they can't really tell that they can't move through it, you are going to take one spear attack. That's only a 5, so that's not going to hit you. Take another one. That one's an 18. So you are going to take 5 points of piercing damage from one of the Sahuagin. The other thing that's going to happen is this larger were shark, which looking at it, you can sometimes tell what the origin of a creature was before it became a lycanthrope. This absolutely seems like it was a Sahuagin who became a were shark. And these rows and rows of teeth and this amorphous kind of misshapen abomination of a creature is going to come piercing down at you. So it is going to take a chomp at you. Because you have taken damage, it is going to have advantage against this, or on this attack. Let's see. Yeah, that's a 24 to hit. So you are going to take 15 points of piercing damage. And I will need a Constitution saving throw from you.
That's a 5.
We will resolve that later. Okay. That is it for their turn. With that, Proximus, it is your turn.
Proximus is going to grab his glaive and pull that out. As he does, he says, Shuttle magic. Third form, instant darkness. And he's going to hit his the handle of his glaive to the ground and cast darkness with the eyes of the dark around him on his glaive. And so it's I'll use 2 sorcery spells, or 2 sorcery points so that I can see. And then I will use 2 sorcery points for a quicken spell. And he will say 13th form, improved, collapse, shadow, 1,000 shadows. And cast shatter onto the 2 giants up on the top here.
Okay. They need to roll, or are you rolling?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw from the giants. Okay. And I'm sorry, you're casting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Constitution. 17.
Constitution for 2 of them, or all 4?
For both of them, they're within 10 feet of each other. Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'll cast right in the middle.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Constitution saving throw for 1 is. Well, they have no bonuses. Okay, so that's a 16 for one of them. And that is a 12 for the other. So I believe they both fail.
Okay, I'm gonna roll in D20 because reasons. So both take 26 thunder damage.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
And so what time of day is it? Is it night?
It is night, absolutely. It is dark out. There are torches which are lighting this town square, and kind of down the alley you can see that they get further and further between, which is kind of why you didn't see these guys coming until they got closer. But the area is well lit where you all are. As you move further out of the town square, it becomes dim.
So I'm going to move a little bit closer to the wall, like it's an actual natural shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So
they
possibly can't see.
Yeah.
That it's just like a sphere of shadow. And then he's going to yell out, "Come my way. I think we can get out this way. Get anyone you can."
Where you can go ahead and move your token on the map. Where are you moving to?
So I'll move closer to the wall here.
Gotcha. Okay.
With that.
And I'm sorry, did you say you cast darkness somewhere?
I cast darkness on my glaive. Yes.
On your glaive.
So
okay, I got you. Perfect.
It's just surrounding basically me at this point.
Could any of us hear Proximus? Because
yeah,
I'm sure
with everything going
chaos-
on, I'm gonna yell it out. Hopefully,
like the rest of us are on the other side.
Passive perceptions. Acacia heard. Winnie. Winnie and Scarlet probably at least heard Proximus's voice. They might not have made out what he was saying, but the townsfolk nearest to Proximus are definitely going to have heard what he was saying. And that's good because it is their turn. So Proximus, you see as several townsfolk have begun to run towards you. I had little icons for them running, but I like them sitting and running as well. So several of them are going to kind of like group up around you. Do note that to kind of move through this area of townsfolk is going to be difficult terrain because you're going to be pushing through people.
I try to usher them through between the giants like behind me. So I'd try to get them to like actually just jet out through that space there.
Let's see. Some of these other people, we are going to... I need to knock some people off the map. The Flaming Sphere has taken out several Sahuagin. More and more are taking their place. So I don't want you to think that that's been useless. You have taken out a good, 5, 6 Sahuagin. But again, this is an invading army. So for each one that you knock out, it seems like another one takes its place. The townsfolk towards the center here are going to start moving towards the center, seeing that the Eve Walkers are grouping up and not really seeing where they can go with the giants towards the north, but not also really seeing where they can kind of fit. And the Eve Walkers don't seem to be making active efforts. These aren't paladins. These aren't knights with shields. These are master thieves who are not meant to defend others, at least not with the equipment that they have. We're going to take out a couple of townsfolk right up here. This guy's absolutely dead. Okay, so it seems like even more and more people are getting compressed towards the center, really, what's the word? Really like gated in and flanked. Okay, while I am moving all these idiots around, Scarlet, what would you like to do?
I wanted to go ahead and use a tentacle, but it's not telling me if it's a main action or if it's a bonus action for the actual attack.
Is this from your tattoo?
It's from my pact.
Your pact. Okay. Actually, look.
It is. It's under bonus actions, so.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Cool. We will save that for after. First and foremost. Fuck the wereshark that attacked me, because 15 hit points is a lot for me. We're gonna oh gosh, there's so many people who have moved. Same old with Eldritch Blast, but I am gonna focus. No, I'm gonna try to take out 2 again and just hope for better dice rolls this time.
Okay.
18 and 12.
Okay, and you're targeting the
weresharks.
The weresharks. Okay, both of those will hit.
Cool. Finally something. The one. Math is hard.
It is.
The one is 5 points. The other is just 5 points. And then the one that has had the most damage done, the one that hit the first round, I'm going to smack that one with the tentacle.
Absolutely. Go for it.
That's a 10.
10 will not hit.
Yeah. I'm going to not use that dice anymore.
Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn?
I'm going to try to back up just a little bit. And
okay.
Just a little bit, and I'm still trying. Ignore me. I'm going to get rid of that.
Okay. Yeah, you are backing up as the townsfolk are kind of running. I'm going to need, as a result of this, I'm going to need you and Winnie to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
To not get knocked down by this this crowd.
That's an 8. I'm going to use one of my advantages.
16.
Okay. Winnie, you are good.
That's not any better. It's 9.
Scarlet, you are knocked prone.
Cool. Neat. Love that for me.
But Scarlet, as you're kind of backing up, the wereshark kind of looks at you. The Sahuagin who stabbed you before almost goes for another jab, and the wereshark like puts this big webbed hand on its chest and smacks it and stops it. And it almost looks like the wereshark smiles at you for a moment, and they do not take opportunity attacks on you. Okay, so that was one round. A lot going on. With that, it's now the giant's turn. Proximus, you have attacked the giants, and they seem to have noticed that the townsfolk seem to be grouping up around you. One of the giants is going to move forward and engage with these thieves. The other one is going to turn and engage with you. So they're going to come around here and try to head you off at the pass, as it were. So, this is the one with the spear. They're going to make 3 spear attacks against you. The first one is a 21 to hit. The second one is a 15.
Don't they get disadvantage?
For what?
Because I'm in darkness? Or
yes,
am I
absolutely.
just making stuff
Absolutely,
up?
you are correct. Okay, let me start again. So,
I'm going to try to save myself a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is just a dirty 20 to hit. That is a 21 to hit. They have a plus 10, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that is a 26 to hit.
All 3 hit.
Yes. So you're going to take, let's see. You're going to take 51 points of piercing damage, as this thing seems to be kind of protecting itself with its tower shield and kind of stabbing down towards you. The other one is going to make a single attack against each of these thieves. All right, 23, 20, 16, I believe that hits. Yeah, literally all of them. Okay. And so the thieves are all going to take 17 points of damage as well. We'll just use average damage for this. Okay. So the thieves are still standing, but have each been injured pretty severely by this hill giant towards the center here. With that, let's see, these other 2 are going to start moving forward. They are no longer slaughtering wildly. It seems like they were almost acting like sheepdogs in a way, like they were herding these townsfolk into this town square, and seem to be using their shields to compress people forward. Okay, with that, Winnie, it is your turn. And you are surrounded by people, so your view is also obstructed. So if you are trying to do any type of line of sight things, it's going to be a disadvantage.
The first thing I'm going to do is fly up 10 feet.
There you go.
And then little Jeffrey is going to fly over to Scarlet and offer her a high five. I know
Little Jeffrey
she's prone.
flies out, sees the giant, sees the Sahuagin, and goes, "Are you kidding?" And flies back in your pack, but then flies out. Yeah, flies over, gives Scarlet a on the ground high five. Sure.
Which confers the fly spell.
Okay.
So I know Scarlet's prone, but 60 feet of fly, what speed? Gains a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. This drops my flaming ball because forget about it anyway. So I am now focused on letting Scarlet fly if she would like to. Yes. And how Scarlet's not looking terribly, is she?
Still doing okay.
Okay. Winnie is going to, at the top of her little voice, say, hey, townsfolk, try and exit the square in a reasonable fashion through the buildings if you can, or around the side, or follow Proximus. I don't know where Proximus went, but, maybe go out through the last lantern? If there's anyone or any villagers hurt or down?
I mean, several are dead at this point.
She will.
Winnie can see that at least 15 villagers, at least 15 townsfolk have been killed at this point. I mean, by the Sahuagin, by the were-sharks. The were-sharks were tearing people to pieces. Sahuagin were stabbing people. These are townsfolk. They have a 10 AC and like 5 HP. This is an absolute slaughter.
Okay.
Yeah, Winnie, you can at least see in the crowd that there's a few people that you recognize that are still alive. There is the owner of Planned Parenthood, who is, a smaller individual, so kind of trying not to get trampled. You can obviously see, Darius and Curio are trying to move towards the hand. You can see, other folks that you have seen around town, a few people that you even hired for your crew. But there's definitely some people in the casualty list that you recognize as well. Not anybody you necessarily spoke to, but
out of the people that she can see, like Darius and probably Curio, the owner of Planned Parenthood, like people who she thinks are helpers and who can help get other people out, she would like to cast Mass Healing Word as her bonus action.
Okay. Go ahead and roll HP for that.
4th level. Why am I not 4th level? 7 total.
Okay. 7 HP. You got it.
And she'll stay where she is, just 10 feet above, out of the crowd's way for now. Okay.
Yeah, when you release Jeffrey, when you kind of shout to everybody these directions, when you then cast this healing word, you see that down there in this group is a little girl who kind of points up, and like with your passive perception, you can pick up that she's telling her mom, like, look, there's an angel. With that, it is the thieves' turns. So they are going to take their attacks. They have stowed their short bows and taken out their short swords. They're going to try to take out this giant here. So we've got, let's see, 3 times 3, so 9 attacks in total. Let's see, it's 9 plus 7. Nope. That will hit. And that will hit. Okay. So we've got 6 attacks that are actually landing. And that is going to be, let's see. And then so the giant is going to take 60 points of damage, including poison damage, in that from these poison-laced blades, as these thieves seem to be trying to surround him. And the giant is kind of swinging wildly. They are evading as best they can, using their uncanny dodge, their cunning action, their evasion. But definitely these individuals are seriously hurt. These are top tier members of the Eve Walkers, but the Eve Walkers are thieves first and foremost. They are not assassins, and they definitely aren't soldiers. But yes, they have tried to surround this much larger foe, much like ants trying to take out a wasp. And with that, I think they're the only ones left. Yeah, besides the hand themselves, who, when you can see the hand have started kind of directing townsfolk towards, again, the last lantern and the other businesses here. Okay. So with that, Keisha, it is your turn.
I am first going to use my action to throw a psychic blade at the closest Swahagan, please.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
That is going to be a crit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I did not have advantage on the attacks, so I don't get all that sneak attack damage, and there's no one in range of them. Crit damage roll. That is going to be 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Can you just ping the map roughly where Darius and Curio are?
Darius is probably right around. I didn't make icons for them, but we'll say Darius and Curio are these two right here, up at the front, closest to the hand.
And I am going to start moving my way backwards through the crowd, trying to get to them. And technically Winnie's really close too. Okay,
so you're moving to this direction right here. As you're pushing through the crowd, go ahead and make me. Well, I guess it'll be at half movement. So regardless, you can do it. Okay, we will shift some townsfolk around here, and we'll move you. Keep you there, but I'll move some folks. There we go. Yeah.
So I'm right near Darius, Curio, and Winnie, and I'm like, "Get the fuck on! We need to get out of here."
Okay.
I will triple carry if I have to. It's gonna suck, but it's quicker.
I can make you big.
You can.
Do you want to be a big pony?
Yes.
Yes.
Bear absolutely wants to be a big pony.
Yes.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, since the other guy is still technically in line of sight, I'm going to throw that second psychic blade at him. Since I have my bonus action still.
Yeah, you got it.
That's only a 12.
I believe a 12 hits.
Oh, awesome. In that case, it's going to be max damage at 11.
So you have taken out this Sahuagin right at the front here. Okay. Anything else for your turn, Acacia?
No, I'm done.
Cool. It is the Sahuagin's turn. They are going to continue moving forward. The Sahuagin don't seem to have the restraint that the Hill Giants do. They are absolutely taking out townsfolk still and are corralling more through bloodshed than with just tower shields. As they move forward, you can see that these individuals aren't really carrying like the symbols. There is the symbol of the Nereon Empire on the shields of the giants. The Sahuagin don't seem to be carrying those symbols, but seem to be carrying weapons, which they typically, as underwater denizens, would not have. And there are a lot of them. Again, this is an absolute invading force. Okay, so while I am replenishing these guys, Scarlet, again, so you are prone. There is going to be a Sahuagin who does come up and makes an attack on you. This one is larger and has 4 arms, and they are going to make, let's see. Actually, no, you've been gifted flight, but we haven't gotten to your turn. I will say that at least through flight, you are not prone anymore. I will at least give you that because this is probably going to hurt. Okay, so it has a pretty nasty looking blade. It's going to make 3 attacks with that. First attack is a 13. Second attack is a 24. And a third attack is a 26. So I'm guessing 2 of those hit? Yes. Okay, so you are going to take 24 points of slashing damage as this much larger commanding Sahuagin does come up to try to attack you. The rest of them, including the wereshark, have kind of passed by you and again are thrashing through the crowd at this point. And it's almost like you are a rock that waves are breaking on as several of these individuals kind of moved past you. Okay. We'll replenish that as well, but in the meantime, let's get to Proximus. It is your turn. So this giant has engaged with you. What would you like to
do? When he hits me with his blade repeatedly, what was it, a spear?
It was a spear, yes.
I lost concentration, dropping darkness, and when it drops, you see him go, boo, and he's going to use shadow magic, 11th form, shadow predator, dreadful aspect. His so it's a 17 wisdom saving throw, DC 17 wisdom saving throw for this guy. I hope it freaking works. Let's see.
Rolled a 16.
So dreadful aspect. When I say boo, like it looks like my face is sunken and decrepit, and just spiders and crunchy crawlies start oozing out of my mouth with black ichor, and he is frightened for 1 minute.
Okay. All right.
And when I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action. First form early shadow blade, and the shadow blade starts to form in my hand, and I move to the other hill giant at the north of the square that is surrounded by the
Evilwalkers. Yep.
The Evilwalkers, yeah, and I will get directly behind him, but that's pretty much all I got.
Okay. So let's see, as you move over there, so you can get about right here.
I got 40 feet.
You have 40
now.
feet? Oh, that's right, you do.
Or we can say that it's still healing and I can get 35 because my legs might be a little sore from the tattooing.
We'll say that what magical
the 18
tattoos are
hours
supposed to
of
be near
tattooing.
instance. Yeah. The way that magical tattoos are supposed to work by like rules written is like somebody just touches like a needle to you and suddenly it's there and it's magic, and no, it's a tattoo. Sense. You gotta suffer for it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll say that you're able to move through this tent. That there's really nothing under it, so you don't have difficult terrain or anything like that. If you were moving to the townsfolk, that's something else. But yeah, you're able to get up right behind him here. This one is frightened of you, absolutely. Okay, so anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, it is the townsfolk's turn. The one thing you will notice, so let's see if I can hit this with the townsfolk you'd recognize. Darius and Curio are going to jump on Acacia's back, much to her request. Darius is directly behind you, Acacia, and he leans forward. He says, "We have to protect the hand. They cannot be taken. Our entire organization will crumble if they are." The next thing that I'm not sure, I guess Winnie would probably be the one to see this. Winnie, you can kind of see that Scarlet is being surrounded by Sahuagin, but only one seems to really be engaging with her. But as you look towards where the last lantern is, which is right here, that is the doorway to the last lantern, it opens, and standing in the doorway is Connery, who seems to be kind of waving people forward. So the townsfolk are going to start running towards the last lantern. We're going to start moving all those folks that way, which is going to start clearing the square. Unfortunately, it is going to be just this side that is going to see that first. This side is going to have to make their way around. But you have essentially redirected the storm of people and have pushed this hurricane into more of a funnel than anything else, which isn't always a great thing for storms, but maybe it'll be this time. While I am moving all the townsfolk, we are now at the third round of combat. We're back with Scarlet.
I just want to know what they want with me.
You have flight. You are being mostly left alone, but there is one big boy that is not happy with you. Little Jeffrey is near you, and you see the townsfolk are kind of redirecting their movement now.
Yeah, cool. So I have flight, but I am still just on the ground. I have not actually flown.
I gave you, at least with flight, we'll say that little Jeffrey helped you to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that he would be able to do that. So that's why you didn't have disadvantage on the attacks from the Sahuagin. So you are standing.
Okay. Cool. With Winnie's gift of flight, I'm going to GTF. Oh, I would like to disengage.
Mm-hmm. You would like
And-
to TTFN, yes?
Yes. I would like to fly to be on the roof.
Okay.
Over here.
Yeah, go ahead and move your... Absolutely.
Tentacle's still hanging out.
Tentacle's still hanging out. Okay. So yes, Scarlet, you are bleeding from a shoulder wound. You've taken absolutely some damage from the Sahuagin as well, but you are essentially out of combat. What would you like to do next?
Use my tentacle to attack.
Go for it.
It's a 12 to the wereshark.
A 12 will hit.
Okay, cool. It's 2d8 cold damage. 13 cold damage, and on a hit, the target takes 2d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 foot until the start of your next turn.
You got it. All right. So cool. Anything else for your turn?
Can I look at where everyone is? Can I see everyone from my vantage point now that I'm up on the roof?
Go ahead and roll for perception.
Okay. No, that rolled on top of my other dice. I need a bigger dice box. That is a 24.
Great. Yes. So Winnie is also kind of floating above everybody. You can easily see Winnie. You can see Acacia has moved towards the hand, who have all kind of backed up towards this statue. Acacia has Darius and Curio on her back. Proximus is a little bit harder to see, but you can definitely recognize his bluish form a little bit past the statue, engaging with at least the back of this hill giant. Otherwise, it is a crowd of people that you might not all necessarily recognize that seem to be flooding. I will say there's not something you can make out fully, but there is more movement down the two northern streets. And it seems like there's a lot of something moving towards you, but you can't quite make out what it is.
Neat.
With that, it is the giant's turn. This giant is not able to move any closer to Proximus, which the aura does, I think, actually encapsulate the townsfolk here. So the giant, frightened, is going to turn and run. They're going to place right back here and are going to stand as sentry with their shields, trying to create this artificial wall. This giant in the center here is going to take his 3 attacks. So let's see, plus 10 to each. Okay. 1 and yeah. So they're taking the 3 attacks against the thieves. That is going to be, which they had 84 to begin with. Okay. And then that's okay. So 20 points each. Okay. They take out this thief. This one is still standing, and this one is barely standing. Let's see. The other one, seeing that the one towards the center is getting attacked, also moved to engage. Excuse me. This one continues to corral folks. Back up a little bit. There you go. But this giant is going to attack. Okay. There we go. So yeah, they rolled a nat 20. This thief is also taken out. And yeah, I don't think they're able to necessarily reach this one. But we'll say that now they have all kind of noticed you, Proximus. And with that, we'll call that their turn. Let's see. Next up is Winnie.
Seeing that Scarlet is safe on the roof for now, I'm so sorry. she's going to shout up to Scarlet, "Hey, sorry, I need that flight back real quick." And she's going to pull out a little shell and sprinkle some dubious-looking material over Acacia, and Acacia is going to enlarge. And
we were doing the math. God. Sorry.
I need validation on the fact that I'm remembering concentration is a thing. Just
I'm proud of you.
So yes, so Acacia
You're doing wonderful.
Now
describe to me this Hans. Describe to me this absolute unit. How much bigger do I have to make this token?
One size category.
One size category larger. Okay, let's... Good.
And
gods.
she was already saying, like, out of the way. So, like, that extra person right there, yeah, just knock over the bench.
Yeah.
Wait, am I bigger than the Giants now?
You technically, yeah.
Big Hans.
You were a large creature before. You are a huge creature now.
I'm so excited.
You are technically the size category of a fire giant.
As is your weaponry, etc., etc. Which is very exciting. I'm very pleased by this. I still have my flight. So what I'm going to do for now is, if Acacia goes anywhere, I want to leave as much space as possible if we are GTFOing. So I'm going to hold on to her tail, maybe? If this doesn't work, let me know. But since I'm flying, like, can't she just drag me? And I wouldn't take
You can absolutely... Yes, you can Marty McFly.
You cannot grab my tail, but I do have, like, buckles and, like, a kind of, like, small saddlebag.
I would ask. I can't just, like...
Yeah, you're not allowed... Apparently you're not allowed to grab Acacia's tail. But yes, if you can hold on to something, we
Someone's
can consider
hand,
that you...
like, yeah.
Drifting off of the back. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm gonna just whistle to Jeffrey to kind of head in my direction.
Okay.
And that'll do it for me.
Yeah, Jeffrey is absolutely following you. Okay. With that, it is the thieves' turns. This is one thief left. They are going to try to take their attacks against this one hill giant. They have 3 attacks. Take it with their short sword. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. They're incredibly damaged. Proximus, you can tell that they're like weakening with every strike, and almost every strike is just hitting that shield, even though the giant themselves is also damaged. This person has just been completely outmatched and has all of their help taken from them. They are the last of their order standing, and for how much longer is tenuous at best. Let's see. Okay, the hand is going to continue. Actually, the hand is going to start moving with the crowd here.
Well, I was waiting till my turn, but I was going to say something along the lines of, "You useless hand, get on or stay behind."
Okay. With that,
now I am huge.
Huge can carry.
Can Winnie wink at Bella as a free action?
Sure.
We could die today. Yellow.
Yeah, definitely tell her that.
Future shot.
Okay, so you can carry 4 individuals. All right.
I will take a penalty too if we want to try and cram more on.
Okay, we'll see what we can do here. But yes, they will start. We'll say that you can get at least 3 more in addition to, and I'll give you 4. There's one that can't necessarily get on, but there's a couple that are kind of like hanging off of the straps on the sides of your pack. and then 2 that are on the back. There's one that's not able to, and that it would be Chance, the pinky. But Chance also seems to kind of like wave you off when you say that, and
Good,
seems to be
because I didn't want
eager
him on
to
my
engage.
back anyway.
Okay. All right. With that, it is the Acacia's turn. Okay.
So, just as a reference for everyone, we were doing horse math. Acacia's about 900 pounds, so with enlarged, she's now 7,200 pounds.
7,000.
Big girl.
Your weight goes times 8.
The cobblestones like shatter beneath you.
So now that I have a bunch of people on my back, I'm going to use all 3 of my actions to run.
Okay, where are you running?
Northeast.
Okay, so you are heading up this way. Are you moving through the crowd?
I'm going to make sure I don't crush anyone through the crowd.
I was going to say.
But once I'm like in this like free spot right where I'm pinging, it's a dash. We're going.
Okay, so you're moving essentially up that way and then dashing. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Winnie wouldn't leave Scarlet behind that far. So Winnie will actually just like stay.
Okay.
Cuz she's still flying. God, I hope so. Yes.
Okay. So if you are moving northeast, so if you're moving up this way, you are, because of your size category, you are going to take 3 opportunity attacks as you move past the 3 hill giants here.
Well, I'm going, northwest, not northeast.
Northwest. Okay. So you'll just take you're going up against the 1. Okay. So we will go ahead and move you. We'll move you right there, and I will just move these guys off to the side here.
I'm going to try and bulldoze that one in front of me, though.
Okay. Do you have a charge or anything like that?
I do, but I don't like how they do it in 5e. Okay. If I charge, I can do a hoof attack by scenery. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
I don't have an actual charge to like bulldoze.
We could do there's always the push aspect, so you can do a strength contest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we can do that.
Okay. All right.
I have advantage on all strength checks because of this.
So does a giant.
Yep, cool beans. I got an 18 plus 2, so a dirty 20. Let me know if I pass or if I fail.
You failed. They got a 19 plus 7.
Okay, in that case, I would like to use one of my psi-bolstered knacks.
Mm-hmm.
If I can roll to add additional on that if I fail something.
Okay. Yeah, so the giant is standing there with their ship, bracing themselves for this absolute fucking honking horse coming at them.
I got max, so I'm at a 28.
28. You just beat them. So as this giant braces, and there's almost this moment where your force hits this shield, and it's this unyielding force and this unmovable object, but then that unmovable object shifts and it loses its balance, and there's maybe a little bit of that fear left in its mind from Proximus, and it just crumbles and moves away as you kind of trample over it. It will not then get the opportunity attack. I will say that you succeeding in that succeeds in the opportunity attack. So you have moved past that individual. With that, it is the Sahuagin's turn. They are continuing to move forward. I don't believe that any of you are necessarily in the line of sight for them. So they just continue to swarm. The flaming sphere continues to take out a few here and there as they get kind of pushed into it. But yeah, it just seems to be this unyielding stream. Okay, with that, it is Proximus's turn.
So you said it's dark, dim light.
You're in bright light where you are right now because of how well lit the town square is.
I don't like that idea. So I'll use my advantages, 2 advantages for 2 of my hits. I thought I was going to get it with my Shadow Blade. Dang it. All right. So, but I'll just use the one that somebody paid for. All right. So I got a nat 20, and then the other one is 16. What is the plus on this? Plus 8. So that would be 24 to hit?
24 absolutely hits.
Okay, so I'm going to use Divine Smite at second level on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3. Oh my gosh, I got to add. That's 10, 16. 32. 2, 3. It's 35 on my first hit.
Okay.
Or on my, that would be my second one. And then, so 3, 4, 9. So it's 12, 15, 23, 24. 24 times 2 is 48. I know I should be able to do that faster. 48 damage with the second Divine Smite as my Shadow Blade turns white, and I just X him from shoulder to crotch and then shoulder to crotch, making an X down the giant.
Okay. Severely damaged, still up. The giant still standing before you. Is there anything else for your turn?
Yes. I would like to. How far is the one hand, the one finger that's left from the hand?
They are.
And whom is it?
30 feet, and that is Chance. That is the red tiefling, the maroon tiefling.
Okay, I am going to. Oh man, I am going to use a lot of spell slots in this battle, but that's what they're there for, right?
That's right.
So that was at third level. My smites, and I'm gonna do as a bonus action, Misty Step 30 feet and Bamf right next to Chance.
Okay.
And I'm going to put my hand on their shoulder. We need to get out of here now.
And they just kind of look at you and smile and like, that's the idea, darling.
Eyes roll. Ugh. And that's my turn, yeah.
Okay. So I'll move you right down here next to Chance.
Oh, okay.
You got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
With that as the townsfolk turn, several are flooding into the businesses that have opened their doors, and several people are moving through. The Sahuagins seem to be finding it harder and harder to find people to tramp through, as there seem to be fewer people to even get to, and the Sahuagin are kind of like even stepping over themselves at this point. The town square seems to be emptying significantly. Okay. With that, we're back to top of the order. Scarlet and Acacia definitely sees this as you are running out of the town square. You begin to see the thing that Scarlet saw, this movement, these multiple figures coming out of the darkness. And Scarlet, where you're kind of looking as well, they begin to come more into view as the light in the alleyways begins to illuminate them. Acacia, you see a massive horde of centaur. And Acacia, you see they're coming towards you. Scarlet, you look and you see they're coming down both streets, and they are fully armed. That is not to say a lot. There's not like metal armor or anything, but you can see at the head of them, Acacia, is Bass with his bow, with his lance, and he is leading his herd towards you all. If you were on the other side, you would see that side is being led by Buck. And they begin to just fire volley after volley of arrows as these centaurs have now moved onto. That's a very cramped looking centaur. Thanks. There we go. That's a centaur. These centaurs have moved onto the map. That's a bit chunky for a centaur. There we go. That's fine. So first of all, they fire a volley of arrows into the back of this shield giant, completely bypassing the shield. They have taken that shield giant out. And they are beginning to move into the square. They flood around you, Acacia, as this much larger version of them, but Bass kind of looks up at you and gives you a smile and a wink. There are at least a couple dozen centaurs armed with bows and pikes that are beginning to move into the square. With that, we're back to top of the order with Scarlet.
Derek, check chat, please.
Chat. Which chat? Chat. Here we go.
Chat.
Zoom chat. That's right. We are kind of due for a break as well. Combat has gone long. Yeah, I think that's a good turning of the tide. So yes, folks, let's go ahead and take a break. Go do the things. We will be back shortly. Hi, everybody. Ahoy. Welcome back. Avast. That's something else pirates say. Things are fine. Things are looking great. Nobody's taking a ton of damage. We definitely don't have a giant centaur, but things are starting to look up. Also, I feel bad. I revealed this during the break because Kaila asked. They're asking about the black spot. The black spot has been resolved, which we'll probably learn more about in story ways. But it was a special congratulations to Scarlet Shores on her new case of lycanthropy. Scarlet Shores, you're a were-shark now.
Congratulations!
Congratulations! Where are those cards in the aisle? Congratulations on your newfound
Derek, when's the next full moon?
We're gonna have to do some math on that one.
Because she's got until that time to get remove curse.
Something, yeah. We'll figure that one out.
Do any of us have remove curse?
I sure as fuck don't.
I have every sort of lesser healing.
Boy, howdy, this is going to be great.
Hey, Michael, do you have access to 3rd level spells?
Not on my 6th level paladin.
Well, it's good you still have a few thousand gold left for that silver cage. Anyway, getting back to it. So we are still in combat here. We are top of the order. 4th round of combat, technically. A bunch of centaur have shown up and are seemingly coming to the rescue as they fire volleys of arrows into your enemies. I am going to place them on the, right between Acacia and the Sahuagin are going to be the centaur herds. But Scarlet, what would you like to do with your turn?
Right in that middle part where where I can hit the most Sahuagin buds, friends, I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what kind of saving throw?
That is I just had it. Constitution.
Okay. They rolled a 4.
Haha, that's a fail.
Yes.
That is 68 thunder damage.
Okay.
36 damage in total.
36 damage in total. Scarlet, you take and what's the range on that?
It's a 10-foot circle.
10-foot circle. So
10-foot sphere.
10-foot sphere. So we've got, let's see, right in this group here, you take out, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go ahead and say you take out 7 Sahuagin and injure one of the were sharks. Oops. What was that? Well, that's not. It's fine. We'll do copy and paste. Okay. Do you want to describe this implosion of Sahuagin?
There's just, the really loud thunder. It's so loud, everyone just kind of cringes, and then all of a sudden there's just a big empty spot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just miscellaneous body pieces.
Miscellaneous body pieces. Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still have my tentacle.
You do.
It's
kind of
disappeared now, but it's fine.
There, it's... Yes, would you like to lash out with your tentacle?
I sure would.
I'm sure you would.
Can I hit the were shark that it's right
Absolutely.
there? Okay,
Oh,
cool. That is a 15.
That'll do it.
Where is my other D8? There we go. That is 12 damage. Cold damage.
12 damage. Okay. All right, that one's looking pretty rough at this point.
I'm not moving off the roof.
Not moving off the roof. Good. Okay. Cool. So with that, it is the giant's turn. Let's see. Let's see. So one of the giants is... Let's see if I can actually control these guys. Is going to turn and take a strike at a centaur. All right. Then it is going to do... How much? Let's say 45. Giant can do 17. Okay. So the giant's going to take 3 strikes against this centaur and take them out. That is it for that one's turn. This one is going to also turn and go running towards the oncoming centaur. It is going to take the next incoming one out. And this one is going to, let's make sure. Yeah, finish off this thief. Okay, that is it for the giant's turns. Winnie, it is your turn.
Hey, Scarlet, are you okay up there? Do you want to come down?
No, Wendy, I'm okay up here.
Okay. Just let me know.
We'll do.
Winnie is gonna kind of hoist her up like another 10 feet. Herself up another 10 feet. And then all the villagers are moving at this point, right? Like they get what's going on. She doesn't need to yell at them.
They're moving in a number of directions because it's still chaos. I mean, it's like a swarm of insects that can't all communicate with each other, so no one's really sure which way to go. Some people are still trying to go towards the buildings. Some people now see the centaurs. Everybody's trying to get away from the things that are trying to kill them.
Okay. At this point, Winnie, I'm sorry, Lil Jeffrey, is going to fly down just to the Sahuagin right next to Winnie, and offer up a high five.
Mm-hmm.
No taker. If he doesn't take him, he's just gonna slap him in the face and confer shocking grasp.
Okay.
And that's gonna be, I don't know why I'm... Oh, okay. That was a nat 20 for 28.
Yeah, you kill a Sahuagin. Jeffrey offs the Sahuagin.
Cool. Slaps him to death.
Is Jeffrey staying in melee range?
No, he's gonna...
So Jeffrey's gonna take a attack of opportunity?
From the were shark? Oh.
It's were shark v were shark. Jeffrey's confused.
Baby
it looks like his dad.
He'll stay there, I guess.
Okay.
But he's going to activate a mode no one has seen before, and he's gonna get like uwu eyes.
Uwu eyes?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
his defense mechanism.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
I would say it's the thieves' turns, but none of them are really left. So the rest of them, at least, are on Acacia's back, and seem to be kind of hanging on for dear life now. And then there's Chance with Proximus, who's kind of just like, "What are we doing?" But Acacia, it is your turn.
Where is the closest safe spot where I can dump these motherfuckers?
I mean, you're kind of moving through like this river of Centaur right now.
Yeah.
So as you continue moving, there don't seem to be excessive amounts of like hill giants or other beings out this way. You actually run past a couple of downed hill giants, which seem to have been this second layer of defense, but have a whole bunch of arrows in their backs. You presume from the centaurs. So the centaurs seem to have cleared a path for you. If you want to talk to your dads, they might have suggestions, but your best bet would be there's plenty of buildings. There's also the open plains. There's a couple of places you could go.
I'm going to probably go another, 30, 40 feet, one movement range, before skidding to a halt. Kind of like, can you handle yourselves from here?
We could have handled ourselves. Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah.
Unappreciative.
Don't start.
Wasn't going to. Yes, we can handle ourselves from here. In fact, if you can get the rest of these people out, Acacia, I know you've lived here a long time and everything, but near the ruins, we've been storing some extra ships just in case. If you head over that way, if you can get people over that way, we can start to evacuate. If they've invaded Cora, it's likely they've invaded all the other cities on Soteria.
Fine.
So unless we plan to have a last stand in the Middle Plains, it's probably best that we find somewhere else to go.
Fine. I'll start herding.
And they all hop off and yeah.
Okay. In that case, after they hop off, I am going to turn around, use my bonus action to dash back.
Okay.
Back where I was on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use my action to initiate my psionic link to 4 people that I can see within range. One of them is going to be Bass. And then I'm going to do 3 other people that I know we know each other, but who can handle themselves in a leadership position. That makes sense?
Sure. Out of the centaurs or the townsfolk, or like a mixture of both?
Mixture of both. Probably I'm going to do Bass, and then the rest are going to be the rest of townsfolk, because Bass can handle the centaurs.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, you set up a mental link with them. Would you like to communicate?
Yes. I am going to reach out to all of them and be like, it's Acacia. There are ships near the old ruins. We need to evacuate, start leading people in that direction. Or getting them to go in that direction.
Okay. The message is communicated. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. And you can already see as these individuals who you kind of pinpointed out in the crowd just kind of like lock eyes with you and nod and seem to start directing people and taking charge, adding a level of order to this chaotic sprawl. With that, it is the centaurs' turns. The centaurs are going to fire again a volley of arrows here. So they've got 2 attacks. Okay. So we're going to multiply that by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that is 6. Okay. So this first giant, the one that Proximus had previously engaged with, absolutely gets taken down. Flush with arrows, absolutely knocked down. Bass leading the charge here. This giant up in front, those of you that can have the perspective to see, you would see that Buck leading the charge on this one lets out this blast of wildfire, this flaming bird kind of in the middle that you almost can't see within the flames, and it engulfs this giant, leaving it just singed on the ground. So this giant is knocked out. The other ones will fire arrows at the last standing giant. And only one, so what is that? Okay, so 36 points of damage at this last standing one. Definitely injured, not looking super great, but still standing. Townsfolk are beginning to move. It is the Sahwagan's turn. They now seeing the centaurs as this this new enemy, this thing that's actually providing a threat, begin to kind of rush forward towards this this invading threat. Winnie, also, well, you're still hovering, right? Okay.
Yeah,
you were gonna
I'm
have some
20 feet up
spears
at this
thrown at you.
point.
Okay. So yeah, they're gonna chuck some spears at you. So you're gonna get at least 3 spears. That was a nat 20. That is a 10, and that is a 7. So only one is going to hit, but you are going to take 10 points of piercing damage. One of the Sahwagan spears does connect, and kind of lodges in your ribs there. Also, Jeffrey is going to take an attack. So the wereshark is going to reach out and try to basically claw and chomp at Jeffrey. So that is a 15 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. And 15 points of piercing damage as these abominable jaws kind of come crashing down on Jeffrey's metal exoskeleton, seeming to crunch.
That hurts my boy. He is very crunched, but he is up.
Okay. Jeffrey does not need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
If you could have him roll a dexterity throw, that would make his life a little better.
For what?
He takes no damage if he succeeds it.
Ah, I see. Okay. Yep. Not unfortunately not for bitty bits. Okay. With that, Proximus, it is your turn.
Okay. These. No, I'm just gonna grab. Who was it again? I'm sorry, I should have written this
It's
down.
Chance.
Chance. Jeez. My brain. Go to break and everything goes out of it. All right. I'm gonna grab. Hey, we need to go. Let's go. And we're gonna double dash towards the northwest where Acacia left out of.
Okay. So you are dashing that way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, feel free to move your token. I will move Dash or Chance along with you. Dash also would have been a good name for him.
So, how do you do the line? That was kind of cool.
If you click on the very left on the panel, there's like a ruler, and then you can click on that and drag, and I'll show you how far things are. You do have to click on the arrow again to then move your character, but.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. So yeah, if we dash, we're out of the map.
Okay. So you are moving to safety then. We'll put you up here next to Acacia. We'll put Chance along with you. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. With
Bass came through there, right?
Yes, Bass is this centaur right up in the frontier.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do it. I'll on my way past. Yeah. Never mind. All right, I'm good.
Okay. I will try to mark Bass as a little bit different here. We'll make Bass white. Stand out a little bit. Okay. Cool. So with that, townsfolk's turn. A lot of them again are evacuating into the last lantern. Several of them are now flooding down the emptied streets, or at least sticking close to the walls so they don't get trampled by centaurs. But there are avenues of escape which were not previously available, and they are taking advantage of them. Okay. Let's see. I don't think there's anything special. They're not going to take any other actions besides just to flee and or get slaughtered. So while I'm moving those around, Scarlet, we're going to come back to top of the order with you.
As Scarlet suddenly realizes that she's kind of put herself in a shitty position. Up on the roof as she can't go anywhere.
To be fair, you didn't know the flight was going to be taken away.
So Scarlet, I will offer this. The rooftops do connect, and if you will look just to your west, there is a line which you could potentially cross with an adequate acrobatics check.
Let me check the
Or
acrobatics.
you could also try to jump what would be 30
30
feet?
foot.
We did offer to come get you also, so you could wait for Winnie to carry you off.
Or you can try and jump on my back and only fall 10 feet. 10 to 15.
But you're all the way up there.
If Winnie gets you, you don't fall at
You'll
all.
be fine.
I have a feeling we're coming back. We just needed to get them out of there.
I'm gonna try to cross the line to the main roof over there.
The last
To
lantern.
my west.
You'd be crossing to the last lantern.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. I have advantages on my side, so that's a dirty 20.
I will consider that successful enough. So, Scarlet, for perhaps never really done anything like this before, which is also impressive. You were able to successfully cross this line, balancing. There's at one point where you slip just a little bit, but I designed that as a flag line, and it's sturdy enough for you apparently. So very well done.
I got sea legs. I can balance.
You got you got flag legs and sea legs. Yep. All right. Anything else for your turn?
A tentacle smack the closest
Go for it.
creature. I just really want these were sharks to go away.
You've almost got one of them.
Is it the one that is here?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll go for that one. That was a 19
I'll do
to
it.
hit. And 12 cold damage. Math is hard.
Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn? Wonderful. With that, we are now at the remaining giant's turn. They again are going to go running at the other centaurs here. And they're going to take their 3 attacks. 15. They actually rolled poorly for the first time. I think only one of those attacks is going to... Yeah, only one is going to land. They are being directed at Buck. I do have Buck's character sheet. So Buck is only going to take... There you are. Buck's only going to take 17 points of damage. So, no, Buck's doing fine. With that, that's the Giants. Winnie, we've come back around to your turn. It's kind of, it's getting a little bit easier here.
So, Little Jeffrey isn't near the wereshark anymore, right? Because isn't he... I don't know how to ping. He's where that Sahuagin is. He's right here, right?
Yes. You basically had him right in here, which is where the wereshark got him.
So would he still inspire an opportunity attack or no?
If he moved out of that area, he absolutely would get an opportunity attack.
Okay, then he's going to shocking grasp the were-shark.
Okay.
He's gonna offer the little high five.
This were-shark kind of like looks at its webbed claw and like puts it up.
22.
22 hits.
Okay, and then
This were-shark, I think all the were-sharks have taken damage at this point, so
9 lightning damage, I guess.
okay. So that is doubled. So 18. Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna move. Where's the ruler? Click and drag. Yeah. Oh wait, I can only move 10 feet. I'm gonna go here.
Okay. Yeah, Jeffrey can also disengage at any point too and
He could.
fly away. All right.
We'll go there. Okay. That's it
Okay.
for me.
With that, Acacia, it is your turn.
Okay, I would like to move through some of the centaurs, please. Can I get up to Bass?
You can.
I will get up to Bass and just flank him. And then how's the hill giant that's attacking Buck looking?
Rough, but yeah, still up.
Okay. No one messes with my eccentric uncle. So what I will be doing is, since he is engaged with ally, I'm gonna throw some nice psychic blades at him, please.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna throw 2. The first one is 21,
That'll do it.
and the second one is only an 11.
An 11 does not, unfortunately.
I didn't think so. So I'm gonna roll sneak attack with my extra die because I'm enlarged. The damage against this boy is 27 points of damage on the hill giant.
Mayor, describe how you down this hill giant. Literally had 27 hit points left.
Are you serious?
Serious, yeah.
So what happens is that my blades are made out of psychic energy. So what happens is that it doesn't even make a plunk, but it does embed itself into the back of his skull, and explosion of blood from the mouth and eyes as it makes a nice, large, and loud thunk onto the ground as it falls over.
Absolutely. Love it. Okay, you have cleared a pathway. Great. With that, anything else for your turn?
No, that's
Okay.
all I got.
We have pretty much gotten to the pivotal part of this battle. Centaurs, now with no more hill giants to preoccupy them, have begun rushing through. All the townsfolk that are still left in Centaur are grabbing those townsfolk and lobbing them onto their own backs and running out. Where those Centaur have run out, other ones are coming in and covering their retreat with arrows. Sahuagin are still rushing in, but now that flood is absolutely being abated by these volley after volley of arrows. There's still Sahuagin who are getting through. There's still were-sharks, which are tanking their way through. So this is not, I mean, this town square is getting more slowly flooded with Sahuagin and were-sharks, but they are still moving through, however slowly. So with that, we're going to say that townsfolk have been dealt with. Centaur are holding a line as best they can, but that line is absolutely getting pushed back. So they're still retreating out of this town square. We will maintain order for a couple more turns here, since Proxy, you got one more turn. Would you like to keep moving out of down the street, or would you like to head back for anything?
Proximus is going to leave Chance behind and tell him to keep going. And then I should be able to get 40 feet back, 35 feet back to like right Oops. Yep. I know what I'm doing. So right back here on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And Acacia, how are we going to get Winnie and Scarlet out of here?
Not sure.
So
They're
he's
both
going to...
they're both elevated. So I can probably grab Winnie's foot.
Okay. So he's going to cast a shatter on the first wave of at third level, second level. I'm sorry. Now we'll do my last third level spot at the Swahagan line. So that's a Constitution 17 saving throw.
I'm looking at Zoom chat. I will not stand for a gargantuan centaur in my game.
But someone else has to cast the spell. That's the thing.
No,
Winnie
it's
can't
not a
cast it
spell.
twice.
I
It's not a
don't
spell.
have.
It's not a spell.
It's not a spell.
Proximus, they failed. I will say that you can get a maximum number of Sahuagin out of this, and push back part of the swarm.
Yeah,
This
just
is one villager
right
left.
in between, like 3 of them, and that is 3d8. What is it? 4d8. So 6, 11, 19 damage.
Yes,
Three
you
of them?
take out all of them. They all have fewer hit points than that. So yes, not what I meant to do. Also, where's my? I deleted Acacia.
You
There we
deleted
go. Now I gotta make you big again. So that's regular size Acacia, and then that's
And then
That's
double
so
that.
opposed to
let's
gargantuan
supersize
acacia.
that. There we go. All right, there we go. There's supersize Acacia. Okay. Great. Yeah, you take out a whole bunch of Sahuagin, basically just blow up this, just shatter.
Yeah, body parts.
This whole grouping.
Imploded. falling
Just
to the
like
ground.
they're like atomized.
I really like.
in a
That's
way.
now canon, Kaila. Like, that's how shatter works.
That's how shatter works.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking at chat again. Magic dust or that? Oh my God! What if? Please, Derek. I will. Are we? Is this all to make Acacia big? If you can find out a way to make Acacia big, I will let. I literally can't stop you.
A potion
I mean,
should
there are
stack
arbitrate
with
rules.
magic, right?
She's what?
A potion should stack with magic, right? I have a potion of growth as well as the enlarge.
Technically, yeah. If like 2 people cast enlarge, that's how it works. Yeah. If you want to kaiju your centaur, I can't stop you.
I've never wanted anything more in my life.
If you make me the next size category a large, 7,200 times 8.
I don't have the rights to like Godzilla music.
That's almost 3
Dun,
tons.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I love that song.
You just make a really dense horse, because there's no way.
Oh, that there's a dense horse. Yeah, again, I can't stop you. Okay. With that, like I said, the townsfolk have kind of done their thing. The centaur are holding them off. The flood as best they can, but again, it is still pushing forward. What are all of you doing now? We are out of combat.
I am shaking a potion at Acacia.
Acacia's just like, what?
Acacia,
No.
would it help if you were bigger? Like bigger?
No!
you could get places, like, there's still all these Sahuagin, and...
Do you need me to come get you?
Carry more people? I can... maybe. Yeah, that would help. I'm slow.
I would like to just get close enough to grab Winnie's leg and then turn around.
And she's holding down a bottle to you. It's very pretty. It has a little red, like...
I don't take it. As much as Mare wants it, Acacia would not.
But think about all the people that you could carry. And, like, we could just stomp these Sahuagin.
What
Is Acacia
people?
dragging Winnie like a balloon right now?
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Like, are my dads still on my back?
No, you dropped them off with the band.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab Winnie and yeet.
Okay. Yeah, you are successfully able to do so, I will say.
I'm gonna just pony kick a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, Scarlet, are you jumping off the roof? Are you coming?
I'm dashing along the roof.
Like a Western.
I'll meet towards where Proximus is.
Okay, so Acacia will say you carved a path to get Winnie, and say that you have successfully gotten back with Winnie there. Okay, yeah, Scarlet, you have made your way to where Proximus is. Where are all of you heading?
I would tell... Near the ruins, there's some escape ships, unless we can get to your ship.
I think our ship is still in dry dock. I don't know how to get it out of dry dock if it's not on fire.
Is their ship still in dry dock?
I'm wise.
I'm sorry. The ship is still in dry dock. It wasn't released until you all went to get it. So as far as you are aware, the ship is still in dry dock.
We
I will
check
also
it.
note, so couple of things now that you all are not out of combat anymore, just from past perception. You can definitely recognize the smell of smoke in the air, and there is a light that seems to be coming from the dock area, especially. There absolutely is a large fire somewhere that, judging from the smoke, has, it's not just burning wood. This could very well be fires set on the ships in the dock. This could very well be fires set on the buildings near the dock. A lot of them are stone, but a lot of them do have wooden aspects to them, framing and whatever else. Other things, you can see that people have evacuated out of the side door, essentially, of the Last Lantern. And you can see that Connery is still kind of waving people down the street. So Connery is down the street a little ways. You can still see that Bass and Buck are leading their particular branches of the herd still in the main square. That's just kind of what you're picking up in your immediate area as you guys kind of sit in this corner area right up here.
Should we grab Connery and check on the docks?
Let's just try and get somewhere safe and we can figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
Connery, let's go.
And Connery kind of looks at all of you. So I guess you made it out of it. Oh, God, half of you look like shit.
Thanks.
Being honest. Listen, I heard that we're trying to get these folks to some evacuation ships. As far as I'm aware, the Redemption is still in dry dock. We should be able to get over that way, but fortunately, it's away from the regular docks. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to find any resistance getting over there. If you can get these people to safety first, I can help you getting our ship back.
We should do that.
I'll take care of the people. They're my people.
Where's
All right, then.
Where's the rest of the crew?
Scattered as far as I'm aware. They should know to go back. But again, they're only going to go back when and if it's safe. I'll see if I can perhaps gather them out of the crowd from whoever's going to these evacuation ships. Everyone should be gathered at the same place, which again is not the safest idea, but I'll grab who I can. I have Sammy in the skies too, looking out for ours.
When Acacia picked me up, from down near the south side, was it feasible for Jeffrey to disengage and rejoin me?
We'll say yes. If Jeffrey disengaged, Jeffrey has flight, could get out of range of everybody. Yeah.
Okay. So I have him again. Cool.
Yeah, so Jeffrey's got these big tooth dents in him. And I'll give you this one. Go ahead and roll a luck roll for me, just a flat d20.
I kiss his little forehead. That's a 4.
Okay.
Or a 5 if I have my Stone of Good Luck bonus.
Which I'm glad you do.
Can I reroll?
You can, or could I interest you in a Devil's Bargain?
Yes.
Okay.
My soul for a Devil's Bargain.
There are
My soul for Jeffrey.
Yeah. Anything for
lodged
this
in
construct
Jeffrey.
that is free for me to reconstruct.
Lodged in Jeffrey are several wereshark teeth, which obviously can come dislodged. But pulling them out will disengage Jeffrey.
Baby boy.
It's kind of like the circuitry has been held together. This magical circuitry is being held together by these teeth still. Like you never want to pull like a knife out of yourself because then you start bleeding more.
But if I leave them in, then what?
I mean, you could try to repair Jeffrey later.
So either try and repair him later, or he's off now.
Or you can get you might not get the wereshark teeth later. Is the thing.
Okay. That was sort of my thought. I will. I will take them out now, and I will put him in my bag.
Okay. So you
with gloves
dislodge the teeth and the
with my living gloves on.
Yes, that's fine. I'll consider. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand just to be safe.
Okay. That's a 29.
Okay, yeah, you're very safe, and you put the teeth somewhere safe as well. But you see the light behind Jeffrey's eyes just dim and darken, and he goes limp.
Do you four plan on sticking together?
Yeah. Why?
Because if you're going to split up, I was going to help you keep in contact.
Oh. Well, maybe we should split up and scout down to the ship.
Someone should help Acacia move these people along. I will help Connery secure the ship.
Derek, I know Kayla's aware that Scarlet now has to do with being a wereshark. Is Scarlet aware?
Is she a wereshark? Is she aware?
Is she aware she's a wereshark?
So you've encountered weresharks before.
Yeah.
I would say go ahead and roll me for survival. This could be a bunch of things. This could be Arcana. This could be survival. This could be flat intelligence. It could be nature. If you want to like sell me on something, medicine even, absolutely usable there too. In fact, medicine's probably your strongest one.
I say we can do medicine. Medicine seems like it would be at least a better fit than the rest. That's a 12.
Okay. So here's what I'll give you. You've encountered weresharks before. You understand the fundamentals of how lycanthropy, the curse of lycanthropy, is passed. You have a massive bite wound from a lycanthrope in your shoulder. It is like teeth marks all the way around. There's a chunk of you that's still coming out. It stands to reason that unless you get help, this curse is going to pass. You know, it would be ridiculous for you to think otherwise. This is like a nurse who gets pricked with a needle. Whether you get sick or not, you get the test to make sure you're not sick.
Okay.
So whether you like feel like a were-shark, no, not really. You feel like shit, but you know, yeah, it stands to reason that there's likely going to be repercussions from this. Okay, so where is everyone heading?
Do you want me to help you keep in contact or no? Because if you're sticking together, I'm not going to bother, but...
It wouldn't hurt.
It would be handy, thank you.
All right.
I think that is the best idea, yes.
You all splitting, or you going in groups?
I'm going to go with Connery down to the ship. Where are you going?
Winnie, Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
Winnie, I think you should go with Acacia.
I was thinking you should go with Acacia, because you kind of the two of us, like, you look a little rougher. I just have a little spear wound in my side. It's fine.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Holding the body of Jeffrey, but like a Buzz Lightyear toy more than anything. It's just kind of limp.
Oh no! I know exactly what you're talking
Just
about.
ripped our hearts out with
This is Winnie on the foot. Yeah.
Jeez.
Winnie, I would rather go see the ship. I'd rather get to the ship.
Okay.
She is mine after all.
Okay. Be safe, you two.
Can I still see Bass, Derek, from where we are? You're muted.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Yes, I'm pretty sure from where you all are, you still are like, you can hear and see combat and everything. Like, you guys have kind of huddled a little bit. But yeah, through the cups of centaurs, you can see Bass.
Okay. In that case, I am going to disengage my link with Bass and the 3 other villagers, and I'm going to re-engage it with Scarlet, Proximus, and Bass.
Okay. All right.
That's going to last 4 hours.
4 hours. You got it.
Hopefully, we'll get out of
hopefully
here
that will
4
get you
hours.
to dawn. Okay. So we have Acacia and Winnie heading towards the ships.
I have
Okay.
thus since diminished back to regular size. Only
We
a minute.
have
Yeah.
yes, we have Proximus and Scarlet and Connery heading towards the dry docks. We've got a little bit of time left, so let's address each in kind of their turn. So Acacia and Winnie, I'm assuming Winnie, you're not flying still, or are you still flying?
I would have offered.
Yeah, if you offered, I don't see the point in still flying, unless you were carrying someone else. But I am, like, as we're doing that little, like, I'm writing you, like, hug thing, I am going to, you smell like a little bit of stale seaweed. It's not bad, but it's not great. And I've cast guidance on you, because I don't know what we're
Appreciated.
Nori. Do you know whose ships these are?
Probably just the towns or the hands or someone in leadership getting
Smart.
ships ready just in case. Yeah, I appreciate their forethought.
Where do they go? I mean,
The
I
ships?
know ships can go. I mean, like, what then? Is there somewhere to
There
go?
is. a very, very long pause as we're running towards the old ruins of Cora's Keep.
You hear Winnie chomping on the seaweed.
And there's a kind of like semi-shrug. I don't know. People don't just expect their homes to be completely obliterated, so I don't think there's any plans after getting on the ship, except getting out.
Sometimes you do.
Well,
does Soteria not have are they not under threat of invasion often?
Derek?
Not since that last time.
No. The only people... we thought we got rid of the Nereon Empire years ago when we blasted them out of the keep.
I will give this to both of you as beings who have, some familiarity with the surface world. The Nereon Empire has not been one of conquest for a few generations now. This active militarism, I mean, absolutely, they became an empire through force. But this active militarism is newer. It's been more just like, let's buy people off, let's, do this the diplomatic way, the bureaucratic way. This seems like their hands have been untied in a way.
We thought that we got rid of them when they tried to buy us out, but I guess not.
It grows quiet as Winnie kind of retreats into thought.
Yeah, same. Keisha's a bit too thinking too much about the fact that I've only been home a week and now I lost it again.
I am going to dig around in the bag carefully, away from the wereshark teeth, and pluck the gem of brightness out of Jeffrey, just in case I need to use it for something in the meantime.
Yeah, it is dark. There are some people that do have torches, but otherwise people are moving in what is otherwise complete darkness. And, through the tall grass in the midfields. So you have joined, I will say, the group of townsfolk, of some centaurs who are escorting you all as well. Some folks who can't move as fast, whether they be elderly or other reasons, centaurs are allowing them to ride. There is absolutely a level of alertness. But as you move along,
if there
slowly,
any,
for sure.
If there are any not slings, carts or anything with people being carried that it would be appropriate to cast Spare the Dying on, Winnie will ask Acacia to move over and so she can bend down and spare the dying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just let me know if you need any light. I don't want to turn it on if I don't have to, because I don't want to show off our position. But if we get somewhere that you need some, I can
see in the dark.
Okay, that's super handy too.
So unless you need it, don't bother.
I'm okay.
And Winnie, you do stabilize several people. Looks like a lot of people got injured just in the fleeing from the city. And Acacia, you do turn back to see that the light has grown larger and that part of downtown Cora has gone up in flames.
I am keeping an eye out for my dad's and, to a lesser extent, Panveer, but only to see if he lived or not.
Panveer is absolutely nowhere to be seen.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. Panveer, actually intentionally, while I was moving folks around, disappeared in the crowds.
That's what I figured he did.
For your dads, harder to see, mostly because of like what they're wearing and the fact that they're, thieves and everything. But you can see that there are members of the Eve Walkers, because a lot of these townsfolk were former criminals, and like a lot of them were Eve Walkers. There are folks who have taken, what they could from their homes. You do spot a metal glint, and that you recognize as part of Curio underneath some of the Eve Walker garb.
Just head that direction, reconvene, guide people.
Yeah, and they look up to you and hello, darling. Glad you made it out of there.
What next?
I don't know. We're going to get these people safely to the ships, and we are going to hope to the gods these ships still float. This is
so.
It's a secure area that we've been keeping just some evacuation boats for purposes like this. They won't get us very far, but fortunately, in the shadows, you don't have to go very far. Likely not Shacklebreak, for obvious reasons, but perhaps one of the other nearby islands can offer us brief shelter from these invading forces.
So you need somewhere to go?
Curio kind of like eyes lit up in the darkness looks, yeah, we need somewhere safe to go.
I might have somewhere. Maybe. I mean, I don't know what the Empire's doing. I don't know how far they're gonna go, but
chances are they're going to go wherever they can. What do you got? You got someplace safe?
I mean, the sea elves would probably take you in. I mean, unless I've been gone a long time and like there's a reason y'all wouldn't be friendly.
Honestly, Winnie, the Sea Elf Kingdom might find it very interesting. The Nereon Empire seems to have aligned themselves with the Sahuagin.
Any friend of my friend is not my enemy?
It's the other way, darling, but no, you're close. You're close.
I've got a lot of blood, just like right here.
Yeah, you're bleeding quite a bit. You keep casting healing on other people, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Acacia, let me ask you something real quick. Would there be anything from your home that you would grab?
I probably, if...
Like, you seem like the kind of family that have go bags, but is there anything, like, sentimental that you would have?
I probably would try and run to grab, like, a couple small sentimental items. And I dressed myself up for combat, technically, so there are probably a couple small things that I left behind, like the mirror of the past, that I would want to go get. So I had like my combat gear for the trial, but nothing else. So we probably would try and grab a go bag, a couple small items.
If you go to head back, Darius would go with you.
Sure.
And we'll say that you are able to skirt the edges, stay in the darkness enough as a rogue to avoid. There are patrols that you see. These patrols are not Sahuagin, they are not hill giants, these are humans. There's about 20 of them in each patrol. They're carrying torches, spears, shields, full armor, carrying Nereon banners, but they are staying to the roads, and you and Darius are slick enough to avoid them.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to be going further than the town itself.
Yeah. I would grab the mirror of the past, my to-go bag, a small woven bracelet, and a small bag of sentimental coins.
Yeah. And Darius grabs a few things for himself and for Curio as well. Okay. Proximus, Scarlet, and Connery. It takes a few hours for you all to get to the dry docks. And how are you approaching? Are you approaching stealthily? Okay. Go ahead and roll me stealth checks, please.
14.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay. Okay, let's see if
Paladin's not stealthy. I can't help it.
Here we are. All right, what do you have? You have a +4. Okay.
Dang.
So Connery, actually a +7 to stealth. So Connery got a 19. So let's see what you average out to.
Connery just picks Proximus up and is like, shh, be quiet.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so you rolled an average 13. Okay. Let's see if you how you'll do here. So you stick to the darkness. I will grant you that. You were able to avoid a number of patrols that you can see as you move towards the dry docks. The dry docks are further north along the coast, and you kind of are moving away from the burning city of Cora behind you. As you crest a hill, that you can see down below is this large area that Winnie had found before. It's this open kind of like half circle that is supported with wood. There is this gate which seems to be working as a dam holding back the water, essentially dry docking the ship, which is up on stilts. And you can see that there are several individual guards which seem to be walking around with torches. And they have absolutely identified your ship, but it does not seem to be damaged in any way. But there absolutely are people who are looking over it right now. And before you all do anything, I think that's actually where we're going to end it for the night. So as you go to plan how you're going to take back the redemption, as Acacia and Winnie get the townsfolk, the survivors of Cora, to their evacuation boats, I will let you all take a week to plan what you would like to do next, and perhaps where you would like to go next, since Winnie has presented an offer as well. With that, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining along with us. This was a more intense episode than we typically have. I gave you a couple of shopping episodes and I burned it all to the ground. It's my right to do as a DM.
Get what you need now. Yeah,
never get comfortable.
It was an absolute pleasure having each and every one of you, my players. Those of you in the audience, thank you for joining. We're gonna go around, have these lovely people tell you a little bit about themselves, where you can find them, their projects, all that kind of stuff. But again, from Sword and Key, from myself, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. All that said, Mare, if you don't mind starting us out.
Hello, my name is Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. I'm only doing a couple things right now. On Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern on Valdrian's channel, I play Wong in an Avatar Legends game called Smoke and Shadows. We don't have a session next week. We'll be back the following week because Val is running their 3-day Extra Life TTRPG stream marathon, and I will be running one of those games on Sunday the 6th at 3 p.m. Eastern, a game of Magical Kitties Save the Day, where my players are magical cats who are going to go against the No Good Party Paws. You want to know who the No Good Party Paws are? I don't know. You just gotta come and find out and help us raise money for some sick kids. So, yeah, that's all I got right now except for Horizon's Call. Oh, wait, nope, I lied. Friends Who Roll Dice is also doing Extra Life stuff this coming weekend. The 5th starts at 11 on the Friends Who Roll Dice channel, and I will be in a game of Masks, and there are 6 amazing games. Let's go.
Awesome. Thank you, Mare. Mikyl.
Hi, fam. My name is Mikyl, and you can find me at Mikyl Sandoval on Instagram and Twitter, where I do some art and just live my life. And right now, all I'm doing is right here on Sword and Key, and playing Horizon's Call on Saturdays and Vizen on Sundays. So check us out. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you, Mikyl. Special thank you to Mikyl for our amazing art. We're very lucky that Mikyl is here and only here because we get to take advantage of his amazing talents and display them as such. So thank you, Mikyl. Kaila.
Hi, hello. My name is Kaila. I am many faces in many places in the TTRPG realm, as well as painting on my own channel over at twitch.tv/KMC. I was supposed to bake this morning, didn't happen because I had some weird, strange people in my house, one of them being Derek. But tomorrow you can join me on my channel. We're going to be doing some Halloween-inspired makeup. I have body paint that might be UV reactive. So stay tuned. We are also kicking off November. We're going to be doing a lot of different paint projects to ramp up for my art auction in December. So if you like to see dragons being created and themes being discussed, we're going to be continuing some of our Pride dragons from June, as well as doing a few new designs that I have been brewing in my brain. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Yes. I appreciate that one of those faces in many places was mine tonight. Feels very cyclical. Eva, darling, round us out.
Hi, hello. I am Eva. I am the other half of Sword and Key. And yeah, you can find me here on Saturdays for Horizon's Call, Sundays for VSIN, and here or there doing random production or random game running or what have you. A lot of stuff coming down the pipeline, and hopefully announcements about that soon. We'll see. I think that does it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just had a wonderful game last night that people I'm sure can catch the VOD of on Lady Dame's channel.
Please
raise some money.
Catch the VOD, and also if you have ever wanted to run your own Honey Heist My Immortal game, LD has graciously put the game up on itch. It is pay what you want, but if you can tip the creator, that would be amazing. It is an experience, a joy of an experience.
They raised $420 last night.
420.
Yep.
Oh yeah, nice.
So much
Blaze it.
fry.
A lot like the town is.
Just like the town is.
No, Kaila, this is my home.
Was your home?
You're assholes.
You're all awful.
The only one who hasn't been awful is Mikyl.
Woody's just talking shit because Woody's home's underwater and can't burn to the ground.
Not with typical fire. I'm sure we can find one.
There's magic shit out there. Hi everybody. I'm Derek Sword. You can find me on Twitter at dsword16. I've been your GM for this game of Horizon's Call, for all games of Horizon's Call. I am the other half of Sword and Key. That is to say, the first half or the second half, depending on who you're talking to. Yeah, it's great to have you all here. Like I said, find more of me on Twitter. I'm a podcaster. I'm a voice actor. I'm a TTRPG player, GM, all that kind of stuff. Currently, this is my baby, my main project, and I'm really trying to ramp up the production value on Horizon's Call, battle maps and music and all sorts of stuff like that. So this is my main focus. Yeah, definitely. Hey, if you want to check out my Ko-Fi, that'd be great, since I'm losing my job in a couple of months and my roof is leaking and my refrigerator stopped working. So
Well, a couple of months, Derek means 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Yeah, Kaila and I both found out that we're losing our jobs. We work together. All that said, things are fine. I appreciate all of you. I want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything else. I don't think so. No, we'll have more stuff coming down the line for Sword and Key, so definitely stay tuned for that. We'll have plenty more games, one-shots, opportunities for this, charity stuff. We'll have a Discord up and running here soon. Until then, definitely check out the Sword and Key Twitter, which is our main place of social media. It is at sword_and_key. So sword and key separated by underscores. Yeah, I think that's it. So with all that said, bear winds falling with seas, brave mariners. We'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Have a happy Halloween.